Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going? We're back.
It is going. It is. I'm so proud that we haven't missed another day, right?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta keep it
I
going.
I heard a quote by Denzel Washington. I don't remember the whole quote, but it's along the lines of fuck.
Ooh, I like that one. I think I'm gonna use that one.
Man, it's a good quote too. It's long as
Fuck.
fuck, but it's along the lines of you know what? Fuck it, we're looking it up.
Already on it, sir.
Let's see. All right, so he says, without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Oh, la
Damn.
verga.
Damn.
Man, when I heard that, bro, I was like immediately, 2MadKings came to mind. Like immediately, you know?
That's a cheat code for life, really.
Yeah. But you know how we talked about like we want to be consistent because that's really how we're gonna get this thing going.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, oh, chingada madre. So, but what's up, man? How you doing? How's everybody? Do we have anybody in? I guess it doesn't really matter yet. But
I don't
how
know.
you doing, man? How you doing?
How are you doing? Are you refreshed?
Do you see my
Little.
skin?
Uh, uh,
I,
I don't
I
know.
got a
Are you
fuck ton
burnt?
of color, bro. Look, I'm like
Now that you mention it,
golden.
yeah, I
I'm
do see
like
something.
golden. Look at this shit. I'm amazing
Yeah.
right now. I got that
Little getaway.
beautiful
Yeah.
man. I got that. You know what? It was so good. It was so good getting away. Um, we were in Cabo just the perfect amount of time. 3 full days, 4 nights, if I remember. Yeah, and I mean, we did everything that you have to do there, really. And
But you guys flew, right?
yeah, we flew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we took a Southwest flight from Hobby down to Cabos, and
I
then we
know, I
took
know
it.
it was probably planned by you, but was it like a last minute plan, or it was like you knew already that was it? That was what you guys were gonna do.
No, we were in bed one day with Diana, and we were just talking, and I was like, "How about we go to Cabo, or like, how about we go somewhere for your birthday?" Because she's always talking about like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday type shit, and I'm like, man, but I love celebrating. Like celebrating has been a part of my life.
Yeah.
So she was
So
like, but I'd rather go somewhere.
you found an alternative that works for both of you guys.
Yes, she's like, I'd
Kind of.
rather go somewhere. And so
Yeah.
I was like, well, where do you want to go? She's like, I want to go to Cabo. So I was like, fuck it, let's go. And so really what it really like sparked it all too is that we have the companion pass with Southwest. We ended up doing all the point system thanks to a suggestion and information by a colleague at work. She was
I
like,
don't even
hey,
know what
look,
that is, but
if you do all this stuff and start today on like October,
so what is that like racking up miles kind of thing, or
so you rack up points with the
yeah?
Southwest credit card. And really, what you do is you open one credit card, rack up points, and when you reach a certain threshold, or actually, I'm sorry. So, what you do is you open up a credit card. Normally, or the best time to do it is in October, November, like end of October, beginning of November. You
Okay,
get a Southwest credit card. Normally, the business credit card because it's whichever one gives you the most points, right?
sure.
So you do it in October, November because you have to do it in 3 months. So if you do it in October, you have to finish by a certain date in January. And then you open the next credit card the next month, right? So November ish, end of November. So what you do is you have two credit cards with Southwest that give you the most points, and you finish reaching the required amount of spend the year after. So the reason you do it the year after is because that then gives you a companion pass for the rest of that year and the next year. So Diana and I have a companion pass for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025. But we
So you
started
just
the
get.
process in the end of 2023.
Oh, okay. So you just get like discounted prices or what?
Well, so what this is this is even it's more than just discounted. So basically, with Southwest, what you do with the companion pass is you buy your flight. One person buys a flight, and then the companion gets a free flight. All you have to do is pay the taxes.
Oh, okay. So it's a buy one get one free sort of.
Sort of,
That's pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah.
But so, for example, Diana and I flew to Cabos for like $400 round trip.
Wow.
Yeah, and Southwest allows a bag per person. So, on
So
top
that
of
was it.
that,
Yeah, whatever you can put in a bag, let's go.
yeah. So on top of that, you get your bag because, like, you fly like Spirit, United, all this bullshit. Spirit charges you for everything.
Charge you for
Like,
everything. Yeah,
yeah, Spirit just probably charges you for everything. And at the end of the day, yeah, the flight's cheap, but once you start adding stuff, it's like United is expensive. Delta is super expensive, and then
yeah,
American Airlines is super expensive too. So it's just like, goddamn, I'm just going for a couple days.
yeah, yeah.
So we did that with Southwest, and sometimes they got some banger deals, but sometimes they got some banger deals. Um, some I saw something within the U.S. or whatever. It's like $60. Going from
Damn,
like here
really?
to going from like here to like New York.
I would do
Maybe
it
not
just
on the
for the hell
best
of it.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And so you can go for like 60 or $100, and you put your companion in and you pay like $16 taxes. So you literally get a round trip for $120,
yeah,
for two people with two
yeah.
bags. Like, how can it get
Done
better
deal.
than
Yeah,
that? You know what I mean?
that's interesting.
So we were looking at the Dominican Republic, and that gets a little bit more expensive, right? It was like seven
Of
hundred
course.
bucks, but even then, $700 for two people with two bags, like
And
50 pound bags.
that's when you saw it. It might be at some points. It might be a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So really, it's not that expensive. You know what I mean? Like, if we were looking at other airlines, and I mean, it's either the same price or more expensive, and then that's per person, right? So here you get a companion pass, it's free or taxes, and
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
half
So,
basically.
mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
I was wondering. I was like, oh, it's Deanna's birthday, and then next thing I see, you guys are like over there, like chilling. I was
so
like,
it's funny
nice.
because we didn't really tell anybody just because it was last minute, right? We planned
Well,
this
you did
probably
say
like
you
all
you
within
were not
about
gonna
a
be
month.
available. I think you said.
Yeah, but so we really kind of all planned it. I want to say a month and a half at most, and I've been a little disconnected at work, like even with like just whatever. I've been a little disconnected at work, and so my really close, friends at work, they didn't even know because of the fact that I've been so disconnected with work because of whatever, work is work. So I didn't really even bring it up at work. So whenever I was gone, I got like some of my friends were like, "Damn, you're on vacation? Like we didn't even know you were going on vacation. Like what the fuck?" And I'm
Well,
just like, "Man,
I figured you had something planned, because I know
yeah."
you guys like to go places.
Oh,
I don't know. I just didn't think. I didn't think about it.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
for sure.
nice, man. I'm glad you guys did that. First time out there, right?
Yeah, first time going to Cabo. Mixed feelings, right? It's so for anybody that's ever been to Cabo, and then obviously for those who haven't, I'll give a little insight. But Cabo is really all beach, right? All the activities is the beach. That's it. There's no like water holes. There's no. I mean, there's some hiking, but it's strictly desert, so it's really not pretty.
Yeah.
So it's strictly beach, and partying at night, right? Strictly beach and strictly partying at night, blackout partying,
Did you
right? The
guys go out
clubs the
at
clubs
night?
don't come close till like 5 in the morning, type
Damn.
thing. But it's funny because the time difference puts us 2 hours behind over there. So if when it was 11, 12 here, it was 9, 10 over there. But we were tired, like we were ready to go to bed, because we still hadn't
You guys are
we
getting old.
we still hadn't like transition, like the time hasn't adjusted just yet, and it doesn't take a day or two, right? It takes a little bit more to adjust.
Yeah.
And so the first night we went out to eat, we were in bed by 9 that time, which is 11 over here, right? So it was just so weird. So we really didn't go out um yeah, we didn't go out at night like what other people come to experience. There was a lot of let's call them bros, bro, those kind
Yeah,
of people.
yeah, yeah.
There was a lot of those. There was a lot of like
So
there was actually a
for sure, you know
sorority.
they're going out at night.
Oh yeah. So I think there was a fraternity slash sorority group that came from Tulane. Um, we were in the airport on the way over there. I saw Tulane everywhere, and then obviously when we were there was just a bunch of younger cats. Just what they were doing, but they were getting knockout, slam drunk.
Damn. Okay.
But so the first night we went around the marina. We got a couple of restaurants. We ate on one restaurant in the lunch there, and then we ate dinner at another restaurant. I will say it's so unfortunate, but the food is ass. They don't have good food. Um,
I noticed just
um,
something about like street tacos with like the
yeah, it was so depressing. But so then the second day we went on a what did we do second day? We went to this restaurant or this hotel slash resort area to eat breakfast. It was on par, it wasn't nothing crazy. What else did we do that day? I can't even remember, bro. I'm like, but we went to this one place had pretty good ceviche. I will say that. But yeah, then at night, the second day, we took a tour. So this big boat to the arch. So some of those pictures that you saw of the arch. So there was no little boats going out because there was high winds and these waves were nuts, bro. So they didn't allow little boats out there.
so you have to go on
Um,
like a ferry type of thing or what?
yeah. But it was pretty cool because it was an all inclusive ferry. So they have
Oh,
all the
okay.
drinks,
Oh,
a bunch of
nice.
different types of drinks. I had a couple beers and then they had tamales, they had fajita, chicken and beef. They had flautas, and then empanadas. So all you can eat, right? All of
Damn.
that. It was like a 2 hour round trip little gig. So that was pretty cool. And what did we do the third day? The third day we got a rental because we wanted to just kind of go explore different places, but we went to the different beaches. But that's what I was telling you. Like the beaches are all kind of it's the same ocean, right? So
Yeah,
it's the
yeah, yeah.
same coast. Nothing really changes other than some of the what changes? Let me think. Nothing really changes actually. Um, Cabo's beaches are very rough. They're very, or not the beach, but the water's rough. So this time when we went, it wasn't that crazy, but typically they say the waves are, anywhere from like 3 to 10 feet type thing. Um, we were areas where the waves were probably like 3 feet. So it was, you'd go up and then come down really like slow and everything. But it does kind of drag you out. And then when it hits the beach, it does smash hard. If you're not a good swimmer and you're not confident in floating, let's call it, it can
Yeah.
be intimidating. So Diana got in one of the beaches and she was like, nah, fuck this. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, my headset went out.
Oh no.
Got backup.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Can you hear me? Blah 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 blah. No.
I can hear you on my other speaker, but I can't hear you on my
Oh, I can't
headset.
hear the headphones.
I wonder why.
Well, I was saying hi to Alex. Alex on, I guess.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yep. I can hear you now. Let me
All
just
right.
change the quality of the audio. I guess that's fine. The other one sounded better, but so yeah, I was telling you that Diana got in one of the beaches and then she was
Whoa, what's going on?
like, "Whoa,
Is your is your microphone?
did it change?
Yeah, it sounded a little weird. I
Microphone should be the
wonder. It's
same.
good. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I didn't know if your headphone's microphone kicked in or something.
Hmm.
It might have just been me. I'm getting old, man. Like some of the smelling stuff and the hearing stuff is like, what? Like it's not the same as before.
I feel you with the hearing stuff, man. I be Diana talks to me and she's like, blah blah blah, right? Or
Yeah,
go move the car, and I'm like, what? Go move the car. What? Go move the
and I
fucking
do that at
car.
work.
And I'm
I
like,
do that
damn,
at
why are
work
you
a lot too. But I
yelling?
think it's just because like it's all day long, like Caesar, 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 Caesar. So I think like my brain is just getting overwhelmed.
Just blocks it out.
Yeah, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
some of that.
No, but I was telling you, so Diana got in one of the beaches in the ocean with me, and she was like, fuck this shit, because when we were in there, we were hanging out, she was like holding on to me because she was all insecure about it.
Like
And
with
then
a
this
floaty
fucking
or no, nothing,
no
just
floaties,
straight up.
man. Fuck
Oh,
that.
okay.
Just raw dog. You know how
Yeah,
we do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this fucking wave, bro. I'm talking about, this one was probably like 5 feet, like it gets
Oh
up
shit.
there. And it just but it's like a soft wave, but when it hits the coast or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beach, right, it's like, so we're up on it, and then it takes us with it, and it just smashes us into the sand and everything. We're like, I'll show you this weekend. I have a
Oh,
picture where I'm
nice.
like,
Yeah.
oh shit, hey, sand, boy, sand everywhere. I was
Every crack.
exfoliated
Yeah.
internally,
Nice.
and Diana too, bro. Sand everywhere. And she's like, I didn't think I would get sand because these shorts are tight. And I'm like, no,
And I
baby.
know how you guys love the sand, huh?
Well, you know what? I'll talk about that a little bit. But it was funny because Diana was like, I thought these, I wouldn't get sand because these are tight. And I was like, no, baby. The water, I mean, the beach don't give a fuck. These waves
Everything.
will,
Yeah. No
mm,
matter what you do, so you always
yeah.
get.
Yeah, so she was like, I call it quits. So she was just on the beach, in the sand. It was nice, it was funny because they had two different types of sand, like some that was very, very grainy, like very thick grains, and then you kind of got closer to the coast, and it was very, very, very thin, very soft. But it makes sense, right? Because that's where the water's more erosion going on. But talking about the sand, we went to another beach later that same day, but we just kind of went to another beach, and your boy got in it like a fucking piggy, boy. I was just in the sand, just I didn't give a fuck, I had it all
Yeah.
over me. It was so weird because obviously when you're dry and when you're wet, it's different, right? Because the water gets at the pega, the sand gets stuck to you when you're
Yeah.
wet.
Yeah.
But I was dry, and so I was like, but like, I had it everywhere. But I think it's a mindset thing because when I knew I was going to be rolling in the sand like a pig, it didn't bother me. I think it's more whenever you don't want to be all sandy that it bothers you.
Like the thought of doing it, it bothers you, but once you're there,
Hmm.
like yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I really don't like getting my feet wet and like using shoes that are wet. You know, like that situation. Right? But of course, I go out and do stuff and they get wet and whatever. But I don't like that feeling.
Of
Same
your
thing
feet
with go.
being wet.
Yeah, like wearing wet shoes or
You're talking about water shoes, right?
like water shoes. Yeah, I really don't like wearing water shoes unless I'm in the water. But when I'm outside
Yeah.
and I'm wearing water shoes, it's just so annoying to me. And
Sure,
same
sure,
thing with
sure.
like the sandy feeling, like sand everywhere just gets on my nerves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so the water though, I'll tell you, the water was
Cold,
cold,
nice.
but it felt so good. Like the water was probably
Well, how's the weather out there? Is it like warm as hell?
yes and no. So it's warm, but because there's a
Windy.
lot of wind,
Yeah.
it's perfect. Like I was able to sit. Okay, so you can't just sit in the sun even with the wind because you do get like hot. But if you're in the shade, you get cold. So it's like,
Damn.
you have to like go from sun to shade. So,
Okay.
it's weird. But in the water, it's like freezing. I mean, I'm talking about probably like if it's high 50s, 60 ish like
Oh
area.
shit.
It's cold. It's cold.
Cool. Yeah.
But once you're in it, bro, it's like, you're good. Like, no big deal. So, and
Yeah.
it's crystal clear, man, crystal fucking clear. Not no fucking
None of
Galveston
that.
bullshit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So check this out. There's this Costco that not recently opened, but they have a Costco there now.
No shit.
So we were like, let's go check it out. We got to go check out Costco, And
I would have done the same shit.
Costco is so much more expensive in Cabo than it is here anywhere.
Really?
A
That doesn't
40
even make
pack of
sense.
waters, guess.
40 more expensive than here.
How
Is it
much do you
$10?
think a 40 pack of water Kirkland brand is in Cabo, Mexico?
Uh, 80 pesos. 80 pesos.
No, that's cheap, bro.
I don't know.
It's right now it's $1 to
Eight, right?
16.6.
16? No way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guatemala
Holy
is better than
shit.
Mexico.
Okay,
Don't.
so like 300 pesos then.
So what is that? Let's see. No, 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 that's too much. That's too
Too
much.
much? Okay, okay.
So Alex
I
said
was thinking about 10.
$11.
Okay, I was thinking about $10.
So y'all aren't too off. It's nine fucking dollars.
So twice as much.
Twice,
Or
more than twice as
almost.
much.
Is it? Is it? No,
Yeah,
it's like
because it's
four
three
something,
ninety
right?
nine over here.
Oh shit, yeah. So is that just because of location?
I think it's because
Because it's like
location, and I
a
also think it's because in Mexico you have to buy water. There's no option to drink from the faucet.
well, I mean, you really don't want to drink from the faucet here either.
What? Could be,
Not again.
man.
Not
No,
again.
we're not going back to
That
episode
was
one.
episode one. I was just gonna say, yeah. Yeah, you don't. I mean, I guess you could, but what you're saying is over there, you really can't
You
at
really
all.
don't want to over there because they don't have they don't have a, what is it, filtration system like we have
Yeah, yeah.
allegedly here.
Allegedly. Well, here we just put a bunch of bleach in it. I think
Yeah, nine
some of that.
fucking dollars for a 40 pack, bro.
Damn. So I think also because the location, what I'm saying, like it's a tourist area,
Yeah,
I guess. They
yeah,
really
but
want to get like,
tourists won't go to Costco because
I, what are you talking about? I love going to Costco.
I know, but there's people like you and me, but not all tourists have a Costco membership.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
I might not go buy a TV when I'm out there, but I might, you know what I mean? Like stop by to see what they. I would have been like you. I would have just gone just to see what the hell they got, how it's different. You
So
know what I mean?
yeah, and I'll tell you what, it looks the exact fucking same
That's
as here.
crazy. That's
It looks the
crazy.
same. Now, what we did end up buying is a snorkeling gear. So we got this
Oh, okay.
badass snorkeling gear that,
Now was everything like ridiculously priced or just certain
mhm.
things?
Yeah, everything was
Everything.
ridiculous.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but we got this snorkeling gear
Just out of curiosity, the same membership that you have here works at any.
globally. hmm So we got this snorkeling gear. It's pretty fucking badass. You can put like your GoPro on it. It's got like this fucking tube that even if you go underwater, it doesn't let water come in
Oh,
immediately.
nice.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't let water come in immediately, so you can
Is it like a mesh or something?
it has like I should have had it here, but it has like enough space to where if water gets in, you still have enough air, and then you can like, oh shit, and then like,
Oh, okay, okay,
like,
okay. Yeah.
but it's a
That's
good
cool.
gap,
You can
it's
you kinda go down a little bit and then come back up and like blow it out.
yeah.
Blow it out.
Yeah. So, but you know what's funny though? We talk about going down in the water, but salt
Oh yeah,
water
yeah.
is a lot more dense, right? So it pushes you up.
Well, you know what I meant. Yeah, you could potentially go if it allows
So,
you and it's not super wavy and
but what I'm talking about is I went out there, bro. I took that fucking scuba or not scuba gear, but fucking snorkeling gear, and I went out probably about, I'm trying to think, probably 100 feet. So a football field is 300 feet. Yeah, I definitely went out a third of because you know what? Okay, let me go backstory.
but
So
once you get in, it's not as rough, right?
no, 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 yeah. Once you get in, like past that like beachy area, yeah, it's it's just it's call me whatever you want to call it. But so check this out. So I got my snorkeling gear from Costco, and we really got it there just in case it was bad. We can return it here.
Of course.
Because word around the block is Costco in Mexico doesn't return shit. easily.
What?
So yeah. It's got to be like almost new.
Oh, screw that.
Yeah, fuck Costco in Mexico, but whatever.
Hey, since you mentioned that, is Sam's return policy as great as Costco, or is it different?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's different now.
Oh, okay.
It's still really good, but there are some time limits on some things, and give or sometimes they'll be annoying about it if it's past a certain threshold. They will return it for the most part because it's still 100% customer satisfaction, but Costco is more like whatever,
Whatever.
come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Sam's will probably give you a little bit of like, why are you returning it? Bitch, don't worry about it. Just return my shit.
Yeah. We were
Um,
having a discussion with Erica because Costco to me it's an hour away, but a little less than an hour. Like if I'm really, trying to get there, 45 minutes.
yeah.
Sam's is like 10 minutes, right? So
Well, it really depends on what you're trying to buy, right? So if you're trying to buy like a GoPro,
yeah,
Costco all day.
right, yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're trying to buy like a lawnmower, Costco all day. But if you're trying to buy like shit that can go bad or that you might return within a month or two, either one is fine.
Oh, okay. Alex said Costco versus El Costco.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
But so
for
check this
sure.
out. So I got my fucking uh snorkeling gear,
Yeah.
and I see this, what is it, a catamaran? Whatever. I see this boat probably 100 feet out, and that there it's on the side of it. It says snorkeling, snorkeling tour, whale watching tour, some other
Oh,
bullshit. And
nice.
so I see like 50 people over there with life vests, and their snorkeling gear and shit. And I'm like, I can swim. I'm a badass. Fuck the life vest. And so I put my shit on and I fucking take off swimming all the way to where they're at. Cause I'm like, I want to see what they're seeing,
But did you
like,
actually get there?
hell yeah, I got there.
Oh shit.
I'm the only motherfucker without a life vest looking down and shit. I tell you what, I'd be pissed if I paid for that
They
shit.
went shit there?
There was nothing.
Most of the time, yeah, it's like that.
I was like, what the fuck? You know what? I saw more fish near the beach, like closer in,
Yeah,
than when I got to them. I would have been so mad if I paid for that tour.
for real.
Given that the tours aren't that expensive, actually, I mean it's like $10, but still, like, motherfucker, you said
I mean, you
you
saved
were gonna
yourself
show
10
me
bucks.
everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But it was, I mean, it was good. I mean, you can see really. So it was funny because I was talking about going down and the water pushing you up.
Mm.
I saw some fishes and I had my GoPro, and so I didn't know how to put it on the headgear just yet. So I had it in my
Had it
hand
on your
and
hand,
so
yeah.
yeah, and so I looked down and
Did you get
I'm
anything or no?
I think so. I haven't looked at
Oh,
the
okay.
video, but I'm thinking like, oh, that's right there. I can reach to go
Oh,
down to
yeah,
see
no,
those
it was
fish.
probably yeah.
And I start going down, bro, and my ears start hurting so much, like that pressure. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck. And then I turned around to go back up, and I'm like going up, going up, going up, and I'm like, oh fuck, fuck, fuck. So I'm trying to think like, okay, my ears hurt that much at my uncle's pool, which is about, I think he said it's 10 or 12 feet.
Yeah.
And this hurt a lot more. So I was probably like 15, 20 feet down,
Oh,
and I
shit.
still didn't reach the fucking puffer fish. So I'm like, damn, how deep was I?
You know
But
what's really cool? It, uh, it's like this little, personal I don't know what you call it, like, water scooter, I think it's called. It's like a little handheld thing, and it has a little turbine in there. You grab it like this, and you go in there. Yeah, yeah. I always
have
wonder
you
if
done
that's
that?
no, no, no. I want to though.
So they
Seems like
had
fun.
tours of that there. But if you do that, bro, we have to go somewhere where the water's clear.
Yeah, yeah. Water's clear and semi not too rough. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, because like I was telling Dan, I was like, man, I really like this snorkeling gear we got, but there's nowhere near here where I can use it. Like even in the lakes, it's fucking dirty as shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's just different. The water's
So I'm
different.
like, do I
There is
return
places
it? Do
though.
I keep it? Like, what do I do?
I thought we had a couple different lakes where the water is pretty clear.
I don't know. I mean, is Lake Travis clear?
I think so, isn't it?
I mean, you know what? Worst case scenario, we have to go travel somewhere else.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I got to go to Florida or back to Mexico, and
Yeah, I mean Florida is not that bad. It's not that
you
far.
know we're actually going on vacation again here in a month or less than 2.5 weeks, so I might
Ooh,
use
where are
it
we
there.
going?
We're going on a cruise.
Oh, okay, okay,
I'm going to Caribbean again,
okay.
so
Gotcha.
I might use it there. We'll see.
It says Lake Travis is generally considered one of the clearest lakes in Texas, but I don't know
I'm
what's the clearest.
Yeah,
It's still
I'm
not.
nervous about that.
Yeah,
Cause that it was cool, dude. Like having that shit in my face, and
yeah,
it's like this. You'll see it this weekend, right? It's like this whole fucking like it like sucks on your face and it
yeah,
covers your
yeah, yeah.
nose. Like
Yeah.
it covers your nose, so you're breathing through your mouth. And I mean, dude, it's dope. Like
All
when
right.
I put it on the first time, I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? Alex said there's a lake in Burnett, Texas,
Burnett,
super clean.
Texas. I'm gonna check that out. I'm telling
Sounds
you, there's
sounds
lots of
like
places
we're
here in Texas
gonna
that we haven't even thought
sounds
about.
sounds like we're going to Lake Burnett sometime soon, guys.
Is that what it's called?
I
Or
think
it's
that's what he said it's
near?
called.
It is near. Yeah, I don't see anything coming up. Oh wait, Lake Burnett, Texas. Oh, Lake Buchanan. Lake in Burnett, Texas. Buchanan. That's probably the one he's talking about.
It's by a national park.
Looks pretty clear from the pictures, but you can't really tell unless you're there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, I got a topic I want to talk about.
Bomba, let's go.
Kind of do like a little 180. But have you thought about the crawfish?
I have thought about the crawfish. As a matter of fact, did you tell Alex?
I didn't. I thought
Alex.
you said you were going to.
Well, he's finding out now. So, is it? Are we doing it Friday or are we doing it Saturday? Friday, right?
I mean, it's really up to you.
No, no, no.
I'm
It's up
thinking,
to you.
okay, yeah, so it is up to me because I'm the one that's inconveniently far away. Uh, I was really planning on doing Friday, so we're
Okay,
not
Friday
rushing to
evening.
Saturday. Yeah, Friday evening.
Okay, Friday evening, Alex. 6 p.m.
I hope so.
7 p.m. Son of a bitch. I
Well,
look.
okay, okay. So the girls don't go to school, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I did tell him. I knew it. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the school thing. But Erica does work. Uh, so she gets off at like allegedly noon. So the plan is, as soon as she gets off, comes home, we take off.
Okay, so
So
7
I'm
p.m.
really thinking to be there like right exactly. So my hope is that I can get everything ready so we can be there by 4ish.
Be here by 4. Okay, so
Yeah, be there by 4.
we'll aim for 6 to eat, right? So I'll put everything. I'll have everything started and together by that. You know,
That's why I didn't want to. Yeah. How
you
can
didn't want
we?
me to make it.
No, I didn't want you to have to do everything.
I like doing everything.
Okay, so how can I help?
I mean, we're just splitting the cost, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, it's a lot of work.
No, we just put the
It's
crawfish
some
to
work.
boil.
I was there last time. Remember? It's. I mean, yeah, technically you're right, but I think it's the prep work and going to get the stuff and.
Whatevs.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to
I
be
got it.
there as close. I mean, as soon as possible.
All right. So okay. So how about if you really want to do all that with me, we can. I can wait. You know what I
Well, it's
mean?
not.
I
I
can.
mean, it's not that I want to do it with you. I just don't want you to do it by yourself.
Oh, Diana will be here.
Who?
Diana. She'll be
She's
watching.
not supposed to do anything.
She'll be moral supporting.
More support, yeah.
Yeah. So Alex
Is she doing
said,
a lot of that recently?
"Oh, she's doing
A
a lot
lot
of
of
moral
moral support.
support. Great moral support. I don't know where I'd be without her.
Caesar told me Inks Lake.
I heard of Inks Lake, but I don't
Dude,
know.
there's so many places in Texas. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but I'm just like I'm not sure. I think I don't know if Inks Lake is clear like that though. But you know what? Hey, fuck it. We can always go and try out this scuba gear. I mean snorkel gear. Speaking of, what are you doing Memorial Weekend?
When is that?
what are y'all
When
doing
is that?
Memorial Weekend? May verga. Memorial Weekend is between May 24 and May 27.
Ooh, well, I'm doing whatever we're doing.
Because we're gonna go camping to Whitney, that same park that we went to last time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm like an hour and a half closer now. So
Look at that. May, yeah, Memorial Weekend is, yeah. So we'll be heading out the 24th.
let
We'll
me just find
be
some. Let me just find some scorpion spray, and I'm there.
hell yeah. May 24, 25, 26, and 27. Oh well, we come back to 27. So just you know, if anybody's interested.
Bet I'm gonna put a request right now.
So Alex said sepa puta. So we just planned it for you, Alex. We're going
There
camping.
you go, Alex. Damn. It's,
We
how
gotta
far of a
convince
drive is it
Carla. It's only like I
for
don't
for
think
you? For you, it's like 3 hours.
I don't
No,
remember.
it's like four. It's like four.
Whitney. No.
It's more.
No, it's less.
No way. It's three
Yeah.
hours for me from Austin. So how can it not be
No.
more from
You're
Houston?
you're crazy. It's only 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours. That's what I said.
You said four.
I
That
said
extra
maybe. I
hour
said
is a
maybe
long
four.
time.
Maybe four.
That extra hour, bro. That shit,
Could have
that
been
extra
four.
hour
You
kills
know,
me.
actually, it might have been four for me when I went this time.
Why?
Let me see.
Where's Eric? We need to tell him to go too.
Oh, yeah. So you got a new truck?
He got a new truck.
Yeah.
Oh, he leased it, right? He does the
Yeah, yeah.
leasing things.
He swapped it.
I can't do leases, bro. That's just I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't
After
understand it.
I
I
I,
don't
I
think I
mean
understand it well
I
enough.
I I get it, but it's not. I don't think it's the way to go. I think
Like,
it's just
what are
like
the
it's just
benefits
an
of
extra.
leasing?
Okay, so I think it's just an extra perk. Like allegedly, the idea is that if you can afford to just have a never-ending car payment, you're always gonna have the opportunity to kind of swap out to a newer car all the time. But I mean, you're limited. You can only do so many miles a year, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
that's
'cause
where I
there's
like.
so
If
much
if it was
limitations.
unlimited, it would make a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, if it was unlimited, yeah, that's for sure.
For
You
sure,
trade
like
your
you can
car in
just
every
pay
two
your
years.
monthly cars and you trade it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but Alex, it's a lower monthly payment, but it's the rest.
But
It's all the
it's not
time.
even.
Like you never
But
own
it's
it.
not even that much lower. I don't
I
think.
mean, it's just like, but you never
What's
own.
lower? Like $80. Three
Like
and a,
my thing
it's
is,
3.5 hours from Houston to Lake Whitney. Thank you very much.
you only pay for the part of the truck you use. I'm using the whole thing. What?
Damn. So if I don't use the back seat, can I get a discount?
Can you take the back seat out, please? I don't need that. I'll
Really
just put a couch
ride with
back
only
there.
three wheels? Only pay for the part that the truck uses.
Wait, okay. What are the benefits of leasing a vehicle? So lower monthly payments,
You can
100
trade
to
out and get a
250.
new car, I guess, every
But
now
can't
and
you do
then.
that with a like a if you're buying a car, you basically just sell it back at whatever price you're getting,
Yeah, but at that point, then you're definitely losing.
but you're losing on a
Unless,
lease.
yeah, but well, you're right. You could do that. Just trade it in forever. Oh, he said lower APR on a loan. On the loan for what? For when you're buying a car?
No, I think he's still talking about leasing.
Oh, when leasing. Yeah, probably.
I don't yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he
the
got another.
limitation I think the limitation on the miles is what kills me.
Yeah, that's
Especially on a
definitely
truck.
a. Yeah, yeah, that's
Like if I get a
definitely a.
truck or an SUV,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna use that bitch, you know?
Now, if you yeah, so now if you also I think depends, right? If you're leasing a car that's gonna be more like like again like extra perk of you just having like a really nice car, you just leasing it and you just like that's your daily driver, you kind of just drive around. It might be worth it depending on what economic level you're in.
But so did he get an upgrade or did he get the
Oh,
same?
it's
Because
no, it's an upgrade. It's
okay,
nice. Yeah,
well, because remember last time he got like
yeah,
the base model, I think, right?
yeah. Yeah. Lease makes sense if you want to have a brand. I mean,
I
I
want to
don't
be
know.
able to pay for it and then like be finished with
Just
it.
having that
Hopefully,
never-ending
yeah.
payment to
Like
me doesn't.
for me, hopefully, once I'm done paying with my vehicle, it still lasts another 5 to 10 years or longer.
Oh, you said he got a great deal. What was the great deal? I
Hmm.
mean, I know the truck was nice. It's like
But
a
did he really get a great deal? I mean,
I
is
don't know.
Toyota really a truck?
According to ooh, okay, that's a different. I think he meant a great financial deal. I don't know if he meant a great truck,
Yeah, yeah. I will say, car wise, yeah, Toyota is great. But
but
this
truck,
new
you're not
this
believing in the
new
trucks
Tundra that looks like a Tacoma, I don't know.
like a big bone Tacoma.
Yeah, like a Tacoma that ate an extra
I don't know.
Whataburger.
So I don't know. I don't know what trim he got, but it was nice. It's got like the moonroof. It's got. I mean, it looked nice.
Toyota lost 3K on the deal.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm all about big companies losing money.
See, okay, I'm not
What?
because big companies give people jobs.
Yeah, but I can just pay $3,000 for somebody to go do some work around my house. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, like the immediate like impact, right? But obviously, 3 grand isn't going
Hey,
to
he
affect
didn't. Okay,
Toyota.
okay, okay, okay. Hold on. Toyota didn't lose money, right?
Sure,
He got a great deal. He probably didn't make as much as they could have made. I think it's what Alex maybe means.
sure.
They're not gonna lose money.
I agree. But like what I'm so for example, the reason I dis or not the reason I disagree, but here's another example of me not being okay with big companies
I
losing
get what I
money.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, of course, big companies are needed in our society for financial reasons. I get that. But just me personally, if I can save a little bit, I'll do it. Like, I get a
Correct.
high on getting a good deal, because I want to be
Yeah.
smart about
I want to feel like I won.
exactly. Every now and then get a little feel feel like I want something until I get home and then got to deal with my
Yeah.
home life again.
Yeah. But like whenever people are like against big companies, I'm like, shut the fuck up because that's what makes this world go
Yeah,
round.
yeah. Like
Like
they
I had
they
a
enjoy all the benefits, but then you want to bitch and complain about. Yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
I have
Like I
a
said, I'm
coworker. Check this out. I have a coworker that used to be a stockholder for Home Depot for the Home Depot, and one day he went to the Home Depot and he saw some people stealing, like just blatantly walking out with boxes of shit, just stealing.
wow.
And he was like, "Hey, do you know they're stealing? What the fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can't do anything about that, because they. I
What?
mean, honestly, you can't." I remember being told that when I worked at Academy. If somebody's stealing, you can't stop them. All you can do is report it, but unless you're an officer of the law, you can't stop them. You can't physically do anything. There's actually a story about somebody in, I think it was Lululemon in California, that stopped somebody from stealing physically, and that person got fired. So back to my story. So this guy, my coworker, said, you know what? He went all the way to corporate and was talking about it, and they kind of just told him like, yeah, unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. So he said, you know what? Fuck this shit. So he sold all his stock in the Home Depot and was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. And so, because
But it's
like
not
he's
just
losing money.
it's not
Technically,
just
he's
Home
losing
Depot.
money. It's everything.
It's everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere because Walmart can't stop you. Target can't, like, nowhere can't stop you unless it's an officer of the law.
Wait. So I heard. Okay, yeah. So what I heard, what some of the companies are doing is they kind of keep tabs. They keep tabs on how much you steal, and if you reach a certain level or a certain amount, then it's something they can kind of get you on. Have you? Is that you think that's true?
I don't know how true that is because how can they? I mean, I guess they can keep a camera on you, but the thing is, like, if you coming back to steal from the same place, you're a dumbass
You
thief.
people do that all the time. I'm sure.
Yeah, but
I think so. If you get to a certain amount, like say 1,500, I don't know what that amount is. I think it was something like that. Um, then it becomes a different charge, and then that's where they kind of try to get you. So when I say
so
keep tabs, it might be they're ready for you. Like they know you're coming. You racked up enough, and they set it up to where they can get you. I don't know if that's true or not, but
that seems like too much work.
it seems like a lot of work. Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like
Now
it's not even worth it for them. But
I know what like so there's a threshold, right? So if you steal, I think you're in Texas, if you steal anything below that's equal to 49.99 or less, it's like a it's not a felony or something. It's just like a misdemeanor or whatever. But if you go
yeah,
anything above 50, it's a felony or something like that. Now, check this out how fucking stupid California is. They said, "Oh, we're going to bump that up to 500." So you can steal anything for less than
damn.
499.99 and you get a little slap on the wrist. California, you dumb as fuck.
See, it's 1,500. I thought it was 1,500. It's 1,500 for a felony. Yeah, I think that's right, Alex.
I think anything over
That's what I
50
heard.
is a felony, honestly, here in Texas. Becomes felony. Okay, never mind. Time out. In general, theft of property worth less than $2,500 is a
Damn.
misdemeanor. Theft of property value between $2,500 and $30,000 is a state jail felony.
Oh,
A
damn.
person
So
who
it's
is
2,500.
convicted
It's
may
pretty
be
high.
sentenced to between 180 days and 2 years in state prison. That's too fucking high, dude.
That's way too high. Yeah. I mean, you
You're
could get away
telling
with a
me
lot of
I can
stuff.
steal damn near anything in the store and get a
Yeah.
slap on the wrist. I mean, if I have nothing to lose, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous. I
So
don't
what do you
agree with
think
that.
what do you think the right approach should be?
The right approach is, I don't fucking know.
I think it's set at that level for a reason. I think if it was any less than that, it would just create so much an overflow of like work and you know what I mean? Like say you lower it to 100 or 50, whatever. How many people would have to get processed and how many people would have to go through the system and do all that?
So
So
that's a touchy subject, right?
yeah,
The
but I
prison
mean, it would
system.
definitely keep some people from doing some of the stuff. But I
Yeah,
think what
no,
it is people are gonna do it anyways.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like that's a touchy subject because, for example, our prison system is at and even above capacity, right? But it's also because these dumbass human right activists or whatever are fighting for people.
Oh, is that why though?
Well, that's a reason.
There's
But what
there's
I'm
different
saying
factors that
is,
go into this.
sure, but for example, anybody on death row should be unalived immediately. If you've pled guilty to murder, rape, fucking sex trafficking, all that shit, we don't need you, bro. We don't need you. But the problem is that most jails are privately owned and move
Correct.
money.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so they don't
So
want
they
to
get
get rid of
money
these
from
people.
having people there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So long sentences, a sentence to life, and that kind of thing. That just makes money for them.
Yeah. So, but because my thing was, if you get rid of the people that need to be get rid of, and you start implementing, you lower this, for example, this theft threshold, then now you have people in jail for 1 to 2 years for being thieves, and I don't think anybody wants to give up 1 to 2 years, right? And that's the first time. The second time is a little longer. Third time is a little longer. You know what? You know what? Actually, there's still parts of the world where if you're caught stealing, they chop your fucking hand off. How about
Yeah,
that?
I think you learn from that.
I think you would definitely learn from that. Oh shit, my microphone.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't have the right answer, but I think I'm sure there's some stuff we're not thinking about.
Yeah. The system, man, the system's just so fucked, bro. These systems, I don't understand how the world keeps going around with these fucking systems, man.
But I tell you one thing: you get your hand chopped off, that's gonna change you completely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God, I can't even imagine, dude.
Like, why'd you get your hand chopped off? I was stealing a pencil. Fuck.
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to pay for the drink
Well, I
at the
mean,
register. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more like if you actually like.
if you're
I don't know what the threshold is.
intentionally
I don't know what the threshold
like
is.
doing like I don't know. I mean, there had to be a threshold, right? I'm not gonna chop your hand off for a
Yeah,
pencil or for like a bag of groceries, right? But now if you're trying to steal a fucking GoPro, about to lose his fucking finger. What if each body part like had a price, right? Like $50, 100, 1,000, you know what I mean? Like 5,000 and your thumb is like I don't know. Whatever. That's actually too high, but you
hey,
know,
Alex had a great point of it, and I was thinking about that too. El Salvador completely flipped their shit around, man. From like,
how?
because the president fucking just got tough on fucking uh
On crime.
gangs and crime. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there was
He said
a
tough laws with tough penalties. Exactly, dude. He just went hard. I mean, he said, fuck these bullshit, like you said, systems that don't work. And he just went to town. I mean, he built like the biggest, fanciest prison. And he said, okay, if you have the wrong tattoo that's affiliated with a gang or some type of criminal organization, or I mean, he cleaned house completely, a 180 turnaround on the country. Now it's like, I think now it's considered the safest country in Central America, or even maybe Latin
whoa.
America. And this isn't a matter of what, one term. It's just so 4 years.
Yeah, that's nuts. Man, we need something like
Yeah,
that.
so he created the biggest jail. Yeah, I saw a video who was giving a tour of like the jail. Dude, it's impressive.
That's awesome, man. Like so
He's still one of the safest countries in the world. Yeah.
so there so there's some fear about like all the stuff that he's doing, right? Cuz they're saying he's leaning towards communism.
Dictatorship.
Yeah,
Yes.
cuz he's like
So one of the
I think
biggest
his
one
terms
of
are supposed to be over and he's still there, you know?
no, so this is what happened. So in El Salvador, it was one term. There
Mm,
wasn't a second term allowed.
mm,
But he changed that rule, and now he got reelected, and then that's where people are like,
yeah.
uh. But
But whatever. I mean, if it's cleaning the country, bro, like fuck
yeah,
it.
I mean, can you imagine if just every leader in the world just took that approach? It
Yeah,
obviously works. You know what I mean?
it
Like,
works.
dude, this guy is. I can't even complain.
So there was a I don't know if it was a president. I think it had to be a president in Guatemala at some point in time. I think this is a story I was told. I don't know how true it is, but there was a story. There was a president that did the where they take out the criminals and shoot them
Oh
like
yeah,
on a
yeah,
wall. I
yeah, yeah.
forgot what that's called, but apparently this president was like crime was going crazy, so the president said, "Man, fuck it, take the most badass motherfuckers
I
and
think
line them up and
wasn't
shoot
it like
them."
he encouraged? I don't think it was like the president doing it directly. I think he just kind of encouraged like people to kind of take action, and
No, let me look it up, bro, because I want to tell this thing. Like, this is dope.
but even that didn't. I don't think. I mean, that didn't work.
It did for a while.
Interesting.
What is that called? Where they like line them up and shoot them?
Um, I don't know. Let's Google it.
I'm looking it up. The Gunman Squad.
Mm, sure. A death squad.
It was like this, like 1980s.
It's basically what you said. It's a death penalty, but it's immediately.
Uh, Was it 1982? It was in the 80s. It had to be in the 80s.
I have no idea.
Whoa, it wasn't this guy. This guy was trying to wipe out the indigenous race. Mm, assassinated. Nah, not
Yeah, he
1980.
said
Shooting
death
squad.
squad, shooting squad. Yeah. So I guess he just he put a shooting squad together and just went with it.
Capital punishment. Lethal injection. No, come on. Oh, look. Here we go.
Say Guatemala.
Uh, I think it was in the 90s, right? Pedro Castilla and Roberto Giron had a firing squad for anybody that was caught kidnapping, rape, or murder.
I mean, I don't
And
want to
it
sound insensitive.
allegedly
I don't
lowered
want to sound
crime.
insensitive, but yeah, I'm sure that worked.
Fuck yeah, bro. Like, they're going to kill you, like,
Oh,
almost immediately.
Most is talking about Guatemala, sir. Alex asking what country.
Yeah, so in Guatemala in 1996, they had a firing squad, yeah, 1996. The executed person was Pedro Castilla and Roberto Giron. Their crime was kidnapping, rape, and murder of a 4-year-old girl. Shit.
Damn.
And they were killed by a firing squad. Oh, the president was Alvaro Arzu.
Hmm. I know nothing of Guatemalan politics
Well, I just know about this because
because it
I
makes
forgot who
sense.
told me.
Yeah.
Somebody told me about this. But
And now Guatemala is one of the what is it?
mm,
Highest,
highest
most
crime.
corrupt. Yeah, highest crime, most corrupt. I'll say Bukele just takes over a whole Central America area, but just let it
Damn, but
go.
that's capitalism. I mean, not capitalism. That's communism, bro. Like,
I didn't say that. I said just let him take over, or at least learn from what this dude is doing.
who owns most of Latin America, except for Guatemala. Not yet.
Mm, United States.
Fuck no. China. China
Well,
owns
China
all
owns
of
the
Latin
world, bro.
America. Yeah, but like, as of now,
He
right? That's like,
owns half of the U.S.
yeah. But what I'm saying, like, visibly,
Oh,
China
okay.
owns most of Latin America except for Guatemala. But it's gonna happen, and once that happens, bro, like, we're fucked.
Dang. And Africa. Yeah,
Just the blueprint. What's he talking about?
just the blueprint.
I was gonna look something up and I totally forgot.
Chinese owns
Oh
most
yeah,
of
yeah, 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 yeah,
Africa.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Damn.
crazy. You know what? Speaking of Africa, I don't know why I put this together. I'm sorry, Africa, but poverty in Africa came to my mind. But we were in Cabos right now, recently, and we rented a vehicle and we just kind of wanted to go around. And bro, I cannot. And I started thinking about also like Guatemala and
It's
places like
everywhere.
that.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting to is like so many people retire in these countries, and I hear about people that want to retire in these countries, but man, I was there on vacation and I was seeing the poverty, bro, and it was so depressing. I could not retire there. I would just it would drive me nuts. Like, just seeing the poverty, it's so bad. Somebody was telling us that Cabo, right, the downtown area where we were at, obviously it's wealthy, it's nice, it's not wealthy, but it's nice because
Yeah.
it's the money's invested there and that's where the tourism's at. But they were saying like if you go to the outskirt towns and things like that, there's some places that don't even have electricity yet. And I'm like, how? Like, just take a fucking extension cord, you know?
Why
And
didn't they
sure
think of
enough, bro,
that?
we were driving around and it was so poor. I was like, man, if I lived here, bro, I'd fucking go nuts. Like even with money, I'd go nuts, dude. Like just seeing all that poverty is crazy. I don't, ugh. But I don't know why Africa made me think about that. That's fucked up. Sorry, Africa. Oh, check this out. Did you see? Oh no, no, you didn't see that. Have you heard about P Diddy?
No, what happened?
P Diddy has been accused of being involved in sex trafficking.
I can see that.
They raided his house this morning, I believe, and
Oh
obviously or
shit.
coincidentally he wasn't there, right? And I think they were saying that he was on his way or he's in an island that has no extradition laws.
Oh shit.
So how convenient is that?
Well, we're not gonna see him again.
Well, at least not until the charges are dropped, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I you know who else is involved? Jay-Z and Beyonce, allegedly.
I like to say he's like the Black Epstein. Yeah.
I you know what? I these people
I would
made
say
it.
these people that just got caught, but I'm sure a lot of other people are
Oh
involved in
yeah.
this shit.
But these people made it up so quickly, dude. Like, look, they're great at like Jay-Z's music, great, amazing. I love it. But man, P. Diddy, he's got some good jams and but
I
man,
mean,
they
he's
sketch.
producing and like businessman and all kinds of things. But yeah, you're right. It's just power corrupts, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, this is just what happened. Like you get to a certain point where you just we talked about this last night. We just do whatever the fuck you want, right? So
Yeah.
it promotes that behavior, I guess. I mean, when you get
Yeah.
to a certain point where you just, I mean, can you imagine if you're a billionaire? Like, you can't even imagine. You don't know. We don't know what it is.
Nope. I mean, I know it's 9 zeros to the right.
Yeah, that's it.
That
He
doesn't even
flew
make
to
sense.
Antigua or some tiny ass island. He flew out the moment he found out he was being raided, and he sold a ton of his companies. Oh shit!
Yes, bro.
So
So P.
he had an
Diddy,
exit plan. He knew.
yeah, so P. Diddy, they raided his house. He wasn't there. And yeah, I think like you said, he's in an
He cashed
island
out,
near
huh?
Antigua. And yeah, he cashed out all his shit and or most of his shit, and obviously no extradition laws, right? Like, come on.
Right.
Come on.
Another bullshit ass law that exists.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
I
not a
mean,
law. It's really just not a
why is it
contract.
there?
So,
Okay, but why is this in place? Like, who thought of this?
well, the thing is that it's the country doesn't have a contract or a deal with any country. So extradition is basically a country and another country have an agreement that hey, we can come into your country and take
Ok,
whoever broke the law,
I
right?
understand that, but I think if you think back in the day, there was no such contracts. Like, if you wanted somebody, you just
No,
go get them. You know what I
no.
mean?
So you couldn't just like go into somebody's kingdom and just like because you had to like kind of
You could,
explain yourself and
you
all kinds
can.
of shit.
Bullshit. How would you even
Mm,
know
mm.
if you have a team that's well prepared that's gonna go in and out? I mean, think about the technology we have right
No,
now.
look. If they wanted
If
to
you
get P
wanted to,
Diddy,
you get
yeah,
it. That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to, you can get it.
yeah. But what I'm saying, if you want to do it
But
like
also, I'm thinking
publicly,
who kind of made the distinction? Like, hey,
you
no, no,
know
no,
who
no,
did
we
that
don't have
shit?
contact. These people that didn't want to get
Ah,
caught. People that didn't want
exactly.
to. Yeah.
Somebody at a
Somebody said, no, no,
country
no, no,
was
no, no. You
like,
can't get in here. Yeah, somebody had connections somewhere,
yeah,
and
somebody
they,
had connections, went to Brazil and was like, yo, government, I did
yeah,
some shit. Don't have a contract with this country,
right, right,
you know,
yeah.
and there you
I'm just
go.
saying that this just somebody was ahead of the game.
But it's like it's crazy because you it's like what am I trying to say? It's crazy because if you break like every country has their own set of laws. I mean, some of them are similar, right? Like murder is murder anywhere, but there should be like a set of and I think there is global laws, right? Where like no matter what, Like, let's say you commit
I
murder.
think if it's like war crimes and that kind of thing, it's a
Yeah,
different
but
thing.
I'm saying like if you commit murder in a country, it should just be a global law where like murder is not
Exactly.
allowed
That's what
anywhere.
I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess I mean some countries they rather benefit from making money with private people than governments. I don't know, bro. Like I'm never gonna find out.
Money talks, so never say never. But yeah,
Money talk, bullshit walks, baby. But it's like I've I've always not I've always said this, but I, I've I've wondered how much money, because money is power, right? How
yeah.
much money do you have to make to be in that circle of power?
Or once you have the right connections and you're in that circle, then you make as much money. You know what I mean?
Sure. I guess my question is
Like
how.
how well connected do you have to be? Really, I think is the question.
Yeah. Because you hear like for example Cat Williams interview, right? That he
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
allegedly they invited him to this circle and they
And
were
he
telling him
was
that
like,
he
yeah,
needed to do certain things and
right, right,
suck some dick here and there and shit, and he was like
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
But
Like that's
he's
a
wealthy, right? So
well, yeah,
I mean he's wealthier than I am,
sure. But is he as wealthy as
as he could be.
could be? Maybe not.
Probably not. He didn't suck enough dicks. But
But also, why isn't he? Why didn't somebody put a hit on him? If if he's like blowing the whistle on all these powerful people, like I don't know. Alex said, "Dude, like the Nickelodeon, dude."
so we watched part of it because Diana likes
Ah,
skipping shit. It's so
gosh,
annoying. I wanted to watch it when you told me about it. But
yeah,
so Diana started watching it. So I just kind of watched part of it. And oh man, it just made me think of Disney. So like
yeah.
Disney is just
Same
is just
difference,
as
right?
bad or worse.
Yeah, I've
I
never
think Disney is
seen.
worse.
I heard some stuff from Disney. I've never seen like something concrete.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah,
You know what? It's so sad because I grew up watching those Nickelodeon shows and I'm just like, damn.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
you
Nickelodeon for
know?
sure was one of the. I know it was more of our time, right? The '90s,
Yeah.
and
But even
to
Disney,
think
like you
about it
hear about
now,
all these people that talk about it, and I mean, yeah, they haven't made a documentary on it, and I think it's because Disney owns a lot of shit, right? And they
Disney
can
is in
control. But Disney is
Disney's in the shitter
disgusting,
right now,
also
bro. But like the company is just
because
I
it's
don't know if you know, like
disgusting.
yeah, but no, I don't know if you know this, but like the company itself is like not doing good at all.
Because it's disgusting.
I don't know
It
if that's the reason.
supports the wrong crowd.
Yes. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. That's what it is. They took it the wrong turn for sure somewhere down the line.
Disney supported the wrong crowd instead of children and parents, which children and parents was their like source
That was their
of
bread and
major
butter.
income.
And it
Yeah,
really wasn't even children. It was parents. It was
it's parents.
families.
Disney went against family and parents
Yeah, yeah. And
to support
took a
a
very
confused
liberal
crowd.
approach. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And they're paying for it now.
Yeah, but no, but this Nickelodeon thing, like I was the parts that I watched, dude. The fact that the guy didn't do any jail time, the fact that so many,
Dude,
or that he did so
they
minimal jail time, and the fact that so
slapped
many
on the
people
wrist, bro.
wrote
That's like,
wrote in his fucking like
oh,
to
they were
support the
supporting
guy.
him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what kind of fucked up do you have to be?
But again, are you in the circle? And if you are you being protected by
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure that that's the reason why, but it's just like, damn, dude, that's
it was pretty disgusting. I I watched it by myself because I thought it was interesting, and I just felt like, and like I said, it
yeah.
kind of ruined some of those memories that you know.
I'll be honest, it didn't ruin shit for me,
Well,
but I
not
did feel
ruined, but
sorry for the people.
rewatching and people pointing out some of the stuff that maybe you've encountered back in the day, but you didn't really know, right? You didn't think like that. Now everything I see is like sexual, but back in the day, it didn't cross my
Yeah,
mind, right? But
yeah,
when people point it out, it's like, oh yeah, they're right. Um,
yeah. But I mean, hey, I mean, look, it feels like one of those things that is not gonna change because I'm almost sure it's still happening.
yeah.
If so many people were in support of the guy, if he didn't get in trouble like he should have, and things like that, I feel like it's still going on, right? It's kind of like Alex was saying here about P Diddy. It's I feel like he's in a bigger and more disgusting, corrupt ring, and I agree. You know what? You know what? This is crazy. Alex said, "How did he avoid the raid?" That's got to mean that somebody on the inside told him, like, "Hey, we about to raid your shit. Get out."
I mean, if you're in that kind of lifestyle, I guess you have certain connections. I guess.
Damn,
I
dude,
don't know.
that's nuts. That's nuts. And like these people have children, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how are you okay with all this shit?
Here's one thought. What's the necessity of like you already, you're set, right? You're a billionaire, you're famous, whatever. Like, why would you have to do all this extra stuff? For what purpose? Is it
So
entertainment?
I've heard many things. I've heard a one time I heard something like this. So when you get so rich and famous and so
You get bored, right?
powerful, you get bored. And so you have to do things outside of the law because you can do everything within the law.
Yeah.
So you got to get that like adrenaline of like, ooh, like I'm doing this shit
Yeah,
type
that's what I
thing.
think. Yeah, it's like yeah.
But I don't know. I guess because I'm not fucking rich and powerful yet. You
All
know what I
right,
mean? I
right.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't fucking
Yeah.
get it.
But to me, just risking the everything just for a
Well, but are you really risking it because you have this protection, right?
well, I mean, technically, I guess, yeah. It just no, it just seems like a little extra work to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely a lot of extra work for what? But these people are fucking sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I saw something that was trending on. I wanted to see, and it was so stupid, bro. Like I don't even understand how it's trending.
You notice as time progresses, topics that are trending are just more stupid and more stupid and more stupid.
But why?
Well, because people are getting
Stupid and
stupider.
stupid and
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
So trending right now. No, it was world. No, it was. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, today's topics. Oh, check this out. Who the fuck thinks about this shit? Right? Look, I'm gonna read this shit. It's funny. So, what's trending? What's the trending topic today? Mount Everest climbers must bag their poop to bring it back to base camp. Why is that trending? Like, why are people worried about Mount Everest climbers taking a shit in a bag?
Hmm.
Now, you know what is funny? Speaking about Mount Everest, or not funny, but like, I guess it's a thing. Is all the people that have died on Mount Everest are still on Mount Everest frozen because they can't take them down.
Right. And they don't decompose. They're just well, I guess they're probably buried, right?
I guess somehow, some way, but like, if you fucking
Alex
froze
said
to death.
they have all these dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah, yeah,
over.
yeah. They're everywhere,
Oh
dude. Like
shit.
so many people that have gone, that have died, they froze to death, and there's no way to take them down. Like the only way would be like to push them off.
But then you spend some energy, you need to stay warm. So
Yeah,
why
and
would
then
they
they
do
would
that?
fucking break when they reach the floor. So you can't do that.
That's interesting. Why don't they have footage of that?
Well, because I guess you would have to take a GoPro, like Stuck to
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Let's do it.
They don't want that. They don't want showing that shit, bro. They don't want people knowing about that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, did you hear about this? Did you hear about Elon Musk's Neuralink is now accepting Canadian patients?
Oh shit.
You heard about what he wants to do? Like he wants to put a chip in your brain.
Yeah, I know. I've seen something about the Neuralink and how they're working on that shit.
That's nuts.
So basically, they're doing like what, like human trials kind of thing. That's what
Well,
it is, right? They experimenting on like actual human.
so it says Neuralink's first human recipient, Nolan Arbog, who is quadriplegic, used the brain chip to play online chess with only his mind.
Oh shit.
So I guess he's connected to the internet, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Would that then transfer like all his thoughts into the internet? Ooh.
Nah, I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But the beginnings of that technology for sure.
That makes me think about something we talked about at work today. Did you know there are some buses where kids scan in and out of the bus?
Oh, cool. Like for
So you
safety,
say
right?
that, right? So you
Like
say
for
that,
safety.
sure, but so you say that, and so apparently there's an app for it, and so you can see when your kids checked into the bus and checked out, like the time and all that shit. But
Yeah.
so you say that, but then there's also the conspiracy side of this is a way of controlling humanity, right? Controlling like what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it,
Yeah.
right? And so I bring that side up because my coworker that mentioned it, her neighbors are crazy conspiracy theorists like that, and
Yeah.
so apparently, like when the kids got off the bus, the neighbors were like, "You know what that means, right? Like, what's next?"
Oh Lord.
but
The sign of the beast.
but you know what? This crazy, like maybe,
I mean, they're already spying on everyone with their phones
yeah.
and cameras and everything. I mean, how would you escape that? You have to go, off the grid, live in the middle of nowhere, and just throw everything away and just. And even then, you can satellite.
So this is funny. Alex said, going back to the Mount Everest things, right? He's like, "There's dead bodies all over, but God forbid some poop."
That's
Some poop that
a
he can
great
probably
point.
like chunk it, like it'll land somewhere else, decompose. You know what I
It
mean?
just becomes a snowball. You just
Did
that,
you
that's a good
I
point.
keep like jumping everywhere. Did you
Yeah,
see
what's
the
up?
bridge that collapsed in Baltimore?
No,
What?
what I told you, I don't watch any news.
Well, I saw it on Facebook. Look up the Baltimore. You know what? I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna show everybody. Um
Bridge collapsed today, Baltimore. Oh wait, wait, wait. It collapsed, or
it got
what?
hit. It got
It got
hit. It got
hit
hit.
by a container ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Oh crap!
So let's see this one maybe. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. This one here. Share. Okay, can you see it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Check this shit out. So it loses power right there. Like the whole
Oh
ship lost power, and then Uh, it gains it back for a little bit right there again, and then they're trying to, I guess, turn, and then it loses power. You see all that black smoke? That's when they're like
yeah.
turning on the engines to like reverse, I guess. Then it loses
Oh
power
fuck,
again right there, and it's too late now. And I hope they zoom out. Zoom out. Show us the whole fucking bridge. Or whatever.
dude! Imagine you're the driver of one of those cars on the
So
bridge.
apparently 340 people died.
What?
Mm-hmm. There was cars on the bridge.
Well, I see a few cars going through, but I didn't see that many cars going through.
Come on, shit. No
I do
mames.
live under a rock, Alex. Like some days I really don't. I don't
What's
know
going
any
on?
new information.
What is going on? Shitty ass internet. Fuck you, Xfinity. No. But why isn't it playing? It just stopped right there. The fucking the Illuminati doesn't want us to know. It only loaded to there. It's weird. Oh man. I wanted to show, but whatever. So if you look here at the bottom, you see where it just the whole bridge collapses.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I see the pictures here.
Look at that shit. Bam.
Oh fuck!
And it's a whole ass bridge. Look, 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 look. Here we go. Here we go.
Inside job. I
Look at this. Look at this. The whole fucking bridge. Man, what is up with this?
does
Get this
that?
fucking crackhead off my screen. Whatever. The fact that there's a camera
I,
watching
I don't
this
want to
shit, bro,
be.
it's
I don't want to
hilarious.
be that guy, but it collapsed immediately. I
So it
mean,
collapsed in under 15 seconds. The whole bridge.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is that suspicious? I don't know. It seems like
No, it's not suspicious because it's a fucking it's a suspension bridge. So most of the weight was carried on by those rafters, and then the support beam areas, they were
yeah.
just like kind of like I guess they were putting weight on it. But once that thing like broke, everything else just came with it. So I don't know how inside job it was, but
I mean, I guess I would think some of these structures might have like some type of backup structure that might.
mm, mm.
I don't
So
know.
what I will say is on this Baltimore bridge that collapsed, I am surprised how there isn't a safety
That's what I'm saying.
stop. Well, but not on the bridge. I'm talking about at the ends to where, because I'm sure this boat Mayday or whatever was like, hey, the fuck, I can't stop. You know what I mean? Um, and if they're near a bridge, it should immediately close the bridge. Like, maybe not let people in anymore. Whoever's on the bridge, get the fuck out immediately, write some alarm, go, you know what I'm saying? And then close. Like, not have any cars on there. Because how the fuck was there
So you're
340
saying
people on there?
if something gets really close to the bridge, have some type of way of like stopping traffic.
Yes. Or not
Yeah.
necessarily gets close to the bridge, but just if there's a mayday, if there's like some report of like something's
Well, I
happening,
mean,
you
it
know what
would
I
have
mean?
to be something where like it's just way too close to the bridge, and that kind
Well,
of
no, because if
activates
it's too
the.
close to the bridge, it's too late. It needs to be something where it's like the captain is
Okay,
like, "We lost
it
power and we're near this fucking bridge."
yeah,
Whether it's 100 yards or 1,000 yards,
definitely they don't have that any kind of
they don't
system
have
like that
that.
for sure.
Mm-mm. So that's nuts.
It seemed like it just collapsed immediately. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's gonna think,
You
oh,
that was a 9/11.
that was a purpose. Oh shit. Okay, so Alex mentioned the Rockets.
By the way,
They
the
are
Rockets.
130 to 126 overtime.
Oh, you're talking about the Rockets. You're talking about the
The
Rockets.
Rockets, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
Rockets
looking at the
game going on right now. It's a great game. You said they are 130 to what?
130 to 126.
Are the Rockets
And
winning?
they're in overtime. Yeah, Rockets are winning.
Okay, okay, okay. I think they need one more. I think the Rockets need one more game to qualify for the playoffs. Not necessarily to clinch the playoffs because we're at the bottom, but to qualify. If we lose, I think we're out of the playoffs. So we're like,
By
"Eh."
the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, something he
I
did
do like an
mention,
underdog story.
what he did mention, which is
Yeah.
amazing, is opening day for the Astros is tomorrow, March 28th, and we are fucking ready.
Already?
Hell yeah, bro. Already, bro, I've been fiending.
It seems like it. I don't know.
No, it
Like
seems like it was
fast.
like 10 years ago, bro. I've been fiending. I'm a little nervous, though. I'm a little nervous because I don't really know
Ooh, they're playing the
who.
Yankees tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to destroy the fucking Yankees. So, all you Yankee fans, motherfuckers, fuck you. JK, JK, JK. But not really. Actually, not no JK. Astros are gonna wipe the floor with the Yankees.
So I'll take you more of an Astros than a Rockets
I
kind of
just
guy.
didn't really get into the Rockets. I lost interest in the Rockets a couple years back, and it's been hard to get back on it because they sucked, and so I'll
Well,
what I'll do is I'll
they haven't had a good team in a while, right?
yeah, and so what I'll do is I'll
That's the
check
reason.
in, right? But watching your team just consistently lose, like right now, I feel so bad for Spurs fans, for example. Like
They're on
it's
a
just
bad
not
streak.
fun. Yeah, I mean they're out of the playoffs. There's no contest there. So I lost interest there. The Astros picked up. So the same thing happened, right? So for example, I was a super Astros fan growing up. And when we went to the World Series and all that back in 2003. Um, I was all about the Astros growing up. I had my little Lance Berkman
Growing
jersey
up,
and shit.
2003. That didn't make sense
And
to me.
and then they got into that funky era where we were doing really bad, and it was just hard to keep up with because, like, man, you watch the game and it was just to kind of get upset. So I just kind of checked in on them, right, occasionally, and kept up with the team. I really like baseball, actually, so that's probably why. And then we started getting good again, and so it's easier to watch a game when you're doing well versus when you're consistently doing bad. Like, I don't mind losing
Yeah.
one, two, three,
Yeah.
4, 5 games. Like, that's fine. But when you lose 20, 30,
Oh
40 in a
shit.
row, it's like, god damn.
Alex, the Rockets have won 10 in a row. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So they've been on the streak, so that's
Oh
good.
shit. And it's about to be 11, I guess.
Yeah. And you know what's
And
funny
they're playing
about
away.
you know what's funny about it's funny about basketball and baseball is that some people like basketball more than they do baseball because of the tempo. Basketball is a lot faster,
Fast
you
paced.
score
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
there's like more going on,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Allegedly. But I like baseball because I feel like it's more strategic and it's
Yeah, for
more
sure.
there's I feel like there's more skill in baseball than there is in basketball.
Oh, it's over. 132, 126. Nice. Good job, Rockets.
Rockets win 11 wins in a row. We're still in it to win it.
But yeah, I see where. So I just on that note, uh, I recently watched. Is it Moneyball? Moneyball, I think it's the name of the movie. It's like Brad Pitt, Jonah
Oh, you're
Hill.
talking about with the A's, with the Oakland A's?
Yes, the
It's called
Athletics. Yeah,
yeah. It's called
it's Moneyball.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah,
Moneyball, Moneyball, yeah. So
yeah.
you watch Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill in it?
I just repeating what I said.
I'm just trying to make sure that we're watching the same movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. That's right.
Okay, okay.
But anyway, yeah, you just gave me a better understanding of like the game. I guess. Very strategic. You're right. They completely changed the game. Like if you watch it, yeah, Alex, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's based
Based
on a true
on
story.
2003, yeah, 2003's Oakland Athletics. Yeah.
Yeah, and so for those that don't know baseball, I can see how it's like, oh, it's a slow sport or like,
Oh no, there's
whatever.
a lot that goes into it.
But there's a lot that goes into it. And then the skill level, bro. Like, do you know what it takes to hit a 90-mile-per-hour ball?
Yeah, you were telling me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't even know that. It's insane.
It's crazy. So to hit a 90-mile-per-hour ball, you have to start swinging the bat before the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
So it
That doesn't
literally is
even
just
make sense.
it's predicting what the person's gonna do. It's not even hitting at this point. It's you're predicting the future, sir.
Yeah. And so what's crazy about it is that you can see some of these athletes switch up their swing like mid swing, and I'm like, how did you even think of that? Right? It has to be instinct.
Yeah, instinct for sure.
It's phenomenal. So when you understand things like that, that's one thing. Now hitting the ball 400 yards? That takes immense strength. You know what I mean? Like, that's not just, is it 400 yards? No, 400 feet. Sorry. I'm over here fucking talking yards, but hitting the ball 400 feet for a home run, that's crazy.
Yeah,
On top of having to hit the ball, one, you know what I mean? Now two, you got to hit it just right at a perfect angle to get the ball out of the
yeah.
park. That's
I
crazy.
think it. I think that the suspense of that moment, it's what makes it interesting. You know.
Yeah. And then now if you're talking about defense, right, as a pitcher, you have to throw the ball in this fucking imaginary box that's made up by
Right.
the umpire and the torso, torso and knee area of the batter. So you have this imaginary box
Yeah.
that you have to read the umpire's mind to know where that imaginary box is, throw the ball whatever way, a curveball, slider, fastball, you know,
Wait, wait. Throwing the
knuckleball,
ball fast enough to hit those
throwing the ball
speeds.
fast enough so that it goes past 60 feet at a little fucking
Dude, how
box.
are they able to use their arms after that, bro?
That's another thing. You're throwing the ball this hard, this
You.
tight for 80 pitches, 90 pitches. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I guess there's a reason
There's
they
a
get paid
reason they
what they
get
get
paid what
paid.
they get paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm not saying basketball doesn't have skill. It definitely has
Oh,
skill.
yeah.
Getting the ball into the fucking net with this giant man on what a covering you and like all kinds of shit, bodying each other. Look, I get it. But
It, it a basketball game can be very exciting.
yes. Oh yeah, 100%. A
And like I
hundred
said, it's
percent.
fast paced. It's
Yeah.
there's little elements that go into it, but like I think what you're saying is if you understand each individual sport, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yes. So for example, Diana doesn't like football, but it's because she doesn't
She
understand
doesn't
it.
understand it,
Because I
correct?
love
Yeah, yeah.
football. You know, and now sometimes I'll tell Diana, like, for example, Diana doesn't understand and she detests. I mean, she doesn't just hate, she loathes when they run the ball up the middle, right? And she's like, why are they running the ball up the middle? And I'm like, baby, because the play was that the offensive line was going to make a hole for the runner.
Right.
Now, you got to remember that the other side are also professionals and they're closing the hole.
I mean,
So,
talk about strategic plays, man. It doesn't get no more strategic than football.
yeah.
But
Like,
again, if
whenever
you're
I
not understanding what's going on, it's hard to enjoy it.
Like for example, I've seen plays where they take a loss in the red zone because it's easier to throw the ball within 30 yards than it is within 20 yards. And it makes
Right.
sense because you have more space to run around like your receiver does. So they've taken a loss of 10 yards to be able to throw the ball 20 yards. It's so crazy, dude.
Right,
Like
right. Now, Alex had a good point. So he said, prefer going to a Rockets game. Again, it's more enjoyable just because like the action's there, right? I said, however, if you want to hang out and chill, Astros game. Yeah, yeah, it's different pace for sure. It's not definitely not the same. Now,
now
same thing with soccer. It's so simple, right? And it's straightforward that it can be very enjoyable, even though it could be low scoring. Um, but it is fast paced as well, so it's not.
Alex
It's
said
simple to
something
understand.
that I will always disagree with. I hate going to games.
I think he said if you go to a game, he'll rather
No,
go to
he
a.
said I prefer going to a Rockets game. I don't even want to go to the Rockets game. I want to watch it at home because for me, I like watching games with the commentator. Like I want to see
Oh, okay,
stats
okay,
on the
okay.
board and everything.
You want to kind of learn,
Well, I want to I don't want to just watch people play cuz for that I can go to the park and just watch people fucking run back and forth, you know. I want to see the angles, I want to see the replays, I want to see the
you want to
fucking
dissect it. So,
I want
okay,
everything.
let me rephrase so Alex doesn't get offended. I'm not saying soccer is simple. I'm saying it's a lot easier and straightforward to understand that more people can relate to, right? It's basically what it is. If you want to sum it up, it's you make the ball into the opposite end of the field, right? That's it.
Yeah.
It's oversimplifying the idea, and everybody understands it. You know what you have to do. It's
I I also think it has to do with who you go with, right? If you go with somebody that doesn't necessarily understand the sport or doesn't really care about it, then sure. I mean, it's not
but
going to be all that. But if you
think
go
about
with a
this.
crowd that like if you go with your
Which
boys to a Texans game or a Rockets game and you all like love the team or love the city and y'all are like, "Oh yeah, did you see that shit?" Oh, okay, I can see that. But if it's just to go watch the game, bro, I watch it at home all day
Okay, but think
and
about
it's
this.
free.
If you have to explain this to somebody who has no idea what any of these sports is, and you explain football, or if you explain soccer, which one you think would be a lot easier to
So
explain?
your question is which sport would be easiest to explain out of football, baseball, and soccer?
Yes,
Definitely soccer.
100%. Which is the reason why it's the most popular sport in the world.
I don't know if that's why, but
That's
it's a good
why.
argument. It's a good argument.
Same with basketball. Technically, yeah. I mean, again, yeah, you gotta make it in the hole.
Well,
There's-
I still think basketball is a little tougher to explain then
Yeah, for
because
sure, for sure.
soccer, all you got to say is, look, you got to get the ball from one side to the other in the goal, and you can't hurt anybody,
Right.
right?
Yeah, but there's rules.
Basketball,
There's
you got to get the ball from one side to the other. You can't hold it with more than 3 steps. You have to bounce it all the time. Like there's a little bit more.
soccer explaining basketball. It's a bitch.
Soccer explaining baseball is a bitch.
Oh, baseball. Okay, so soccer.
Yeah. He's answering our question. Yeah, soccer. Yeah, baseball's
Oh
a
yeah, for sure. That
bitch.
would be. I think it's like baseball, maybe American football, basketball, and then soccer.
Is that the difficulty levels?
Yeah, yeah,
Baseball
yeah,
being the hardest.
yeah, yeah. It's either it's back and forth between baseball and football. Even now, when I watch a game, I'm like, wait, I gotta look up some of the stuff, right? And then the other thing is the NFL keeps changing shit all the time, so
Yeah,
you
they're
really have to kind
actually.
of stay up to. You gotta
Yeah,
stay updated with the information.
I heard they're actually going to change how they're going to do the receiving of the ball again. So they moved it up. Like the kicker, I think, kicks from the 40-yard line now, but they got so many touchbacks that they're now going to do where if you catch it within the 20-yard and the touchdown or whatever, or the touchback, I mean, you have to run the ball. If you catch it within like the 35 and 20, like they're doing something to it.
See,
I
that's
think
what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
they're picking up XFL rules.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's saying explaining the strike zone to
So
someone
yeah,
who
explaining the
knows
strike zone to
basketball.
somebody is so difficult because the strike and ball system is still man regulated, right? The umpire like still decides whether it's a strike or a ball, and there's no challenge of a
I
strike
was
and
gonna say
ball.
there's no technology, no challenging, none of that. So
No,
it's
there's technology, but there's no
well, no, there's no. Yeah, you can't.
you
I mean,
can't
it's the
challenge a
base. Yeah,
strike
you
or a
can't
ball.
challenge it. Yeah, yeah.
So
Which I think
normally
at
what
this point,
happens,
you should be able to do that.
yeah, but if you do that, you get rid of the umpire.
I mean, again, is that
It takes away
outdated?
from the
It's
life. It
outdated.
takes away from the fun
Yeah,
of
I
the
get it.
sport
I'm just
because
saying, if you really want to get technical with stuff, we could
but you
really
don't.
determine if it's, but it's part of the game, right?
So Alex asked if I know how the strike zone is determined, and my understanding is it's the size between the shoulders and the knees of the batter, right? And
That's
then
it. That seems
the
too
width
simple.
the width of the shoulders of the catcher or something like that. I can't remember, but I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong,
I'm,
but
I'm sure he's asking for a reason. It's probably like an equation or some bullshit.
it's an imaginary box by the umpire. Oh no, it has to do with the home plate. Sorry. It has to do with the home plate. So the width of it is the home plate width, and the height I think has to do with the shoulders and the knees. I think. Yeah, elbows and knees,
elbows, knees,
home
and the
plate.
home
Yeah, yeah,
plate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, I remember now because there's times where they show the top view of where the slider went, and you can see it like
You can
just
see it
passed
missing it.
over the
Yeah,
home, and then it came in. So yeah. But it's so crazy because it's really imaginary because it depends on the umpire,
and it is
right?
different for everyone. So
It is different for
it's
everybody, yes.
yeah,
And it depends on where. Well, it doesn't depend, but it can depend on where the batter stands in the batter box. Like it shouldn't because it should be the home base. I mean, yeah, the home plate all time. But the umpire decides, right? Like if the umpire thinks, oh, well, that's still too far, it really depends. Some of these umpires they get fuck ton of heat because of their shitty calls.
yeah.
Oh
And you
man,
had explaining it to somebody who knows nothing about this would be like,
yeah,
I wouldn't say impossible, but it's a hard concept.
yep. But oh man, crazy, crazy, crazy. What you looking up?
Random. Yes.
Mm-mm. I wonder who else is watching us on Twitter.
So, I was gonna ask you about this. So it says, okay, so strike zone in baseball, the strike zone is 17 inches wide, which is the home plate, right? While the height of the strike zone is between the bottom of the hitter's knee and the midpoint between the batter's shoulder and the top of their pants. Oh shit.
Yes, yeah, it was their shoulder and their knees,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Anyways, I just looked on YouTube and it says that we have 325 subscribers. Is that because of that incident you had with?
I think so. I don't know if that's going to go down at some point, but that just got us to 200 or was it 300? I don't
That's what I was
remember
trying to
it.
figure it out. Was it how many of those are fake?
I think like 100.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think like 100 because I had told the guy if you can give me the 200. Let me see. Hold on. I can look back at it. I can look back at it. Look back at it.
I wish it
Uh
detected when something is fake and it would just autocorrect
yeah.
it, I guess.
Yeah. Some bullshit. How do I look at? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 2Mad. I still be getting all these fucking Indians telling me like I can get you top rated. Blah blah blah.
Fuck. I mean, there's like a billion people in India, so I mean, how hard can it be?
Right. Okay. Okay. So he said he gave us 200 followers,
That makes sense.
and we were at
So we really
we
had like
were at
120.
we were at 114, and he gave us 200. So what's that? 114.
125.
So we're at 125. It's hard to get these fucking people to subscribe, bro. Like, I wonder how many people. And this I wanted to talk about when Becca was on here, but I'll say it here and I'll say it again. I wonder how many people that have came to my house and drank my beer have not subscribed.
I mean, the numbers should be zero. It, it should,
You know, but
but there's more to the human mind than that, man.
sure. And I think everybody that I can think of has subscribed, but I wish there was a way to look. So
Can't be.
there is a way, but there isn't.
You know more than 100 people.
That's what I'm saying. Like honestly, like immediate, like I texted 60 people
Yeah,
when we
I
started
text.
this.
Yeah, I text a bunch of
So
people.
so off the rip, we should have had at least 60 subscribers.
Right, which we didn't. It took a while to even get there.
Exactly. And so I'm wondering, like, out of those 60 people that I reach out to, how many of y'all have ate my brisket? How
Damn,
many of y'all had drank my
that
banquets
sounds so
and
nasty.
not subscribed?
That sounds really Nickelodeon.
You know, but whatever. We'll talk about. Well, I think we'll talk about that next time
All
when
right,
we have Becca. She's uh
I had a question for you.
okay.
You said you've been disconnected from work. Is it a work thing? Is it a you thing?
I think it's a little bit of both. Um, it's
How,
one of those
have you
things.
found ways to reconnect?
Nah.
Because I think we can all relate. We
Well, it's
definitely, if
just
you're an adult and you have a job, a real job, like a full
yeah,
time kind of thing, and we can all relate to being disconnected completely.
yeah. No, for me, it's more like I've mentally disconnected so that I don't get disappointed anymore. Um,
But
I've
is that avoidance? Are you avoiding?
yes, yeah, because I feel like my only way to go up is out, and I
Yeah,
don't want to feel that way right now.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
so I've
sometimes
just
that is the only way.
sure, sure, but I don't want out, at least not right now. So that's why I've just disconnected and said, okay, nothing's gonna happen. So just
Yet,
continue to keep your head down, keep doing your work, right? Keep excelling at it because that's what I fucking do. I'm a
yeah.
badass at my job and I do great. And maybe something will happen, but if it doesn't, it's fine because I've disconnected from that mindset of like, you know, I'm doing good, so I'm gonna move up. Now it's just I'm doing good because that's what I do. That's who
The
I
reason
am.
I ask is because you're typically a positive attitude, optimistic kind
Yeah.
of guy.
So
When I
and I'm
hear
trying to
that, it's like, damn, something going on, right?
and I'm trying to keep it optimistic in the sense of like I'm still gonna do good work. I'm still gonna because that's who I am, right? It's not I don't do good work to get promoted or to get like higher up or whatever. I
Right,
do
right.
good work because that's who I am. That's my integrity. But I've too many times brought up recognition and I've been recognized by others, but when I bring it up to specific people, it's like talking to the wall.
Well,
And so
can you agree that we're pretty bad at recognizing stuff
who's
as
we?
humans?
No, I
Well,
disagree because there's many people that I work with that I have the proof of recognition. Like they literally send me at work. We have this program that's recognize you,
yeah,
and they literally send you points, and your boss sees this because it's sent to through your boss.
yeah.
So it's like, why can some other people see it, but you can't? You know.
Well, maybe
So
I mean there is a system at your job, but in general, if you're thinking of specific people, it's hard for somebody to take that extra because it's extra work, right?
it's extra
Because you
work.
don't have
Yeah,
to do it.
correct.
You don't have to do it. You can just go without doing it, but it does take an extra effort, extra work to do it. So in general, I'm saying it's not top of mind, right? Because we have deadlines and pressure and whatever, like just regular day to day kind of crap. It could be perceived as extra, and I'm telling you because I'm guilty of these as well, right? I kind of have to push myself. Like, okay, what am I gonna do to the recognition part of it, because we always talk about it, retention and recognition. It makes a difference, right? But sometimes we go too long without thinking about it. So when
Yeah.
you're in that position where you really are kind of the one that's supposed to be doing it because it's part of the job, it becomes optional. Just because, again, nothing's gonna happen if it doesn't happen. Like, you're not gonna get punished or written up if you're not. I mean, it's more of it's a suggestion, right? Like, you should do it, but you don't have to do it.
Correct.
And then, since that's the mentality, it gets overlooked.
Yeah.
So
No,
it
and
might
so
not necessarily be that you're not getting recognized because you don't deserve it. It's more of, you have to look the other way. It's kind of the culture of the company. I think you could say.
yeah, and I agree with that, and that's why I've as a as a what is it, defense mechanism, I guess, towards it,
Yeah,
so that I
you're
don't wake up and say, "Ugh, I got to go to
fuck this.
work." Because I like work. I like my job. I like what I do. So for me to not start feeling negative towards work, I have detached myself from good work gets you good reward, right? I've just now my mindset is you do good work because you're a good person. You're a good worker because you're just that's who you are, not because that's what you
But
do.
you
You know what I mean?
get, yeah, but you don't want to get trapped in that circle, I guess.
Sure, and I've given myself a time frame, right? Like there is a time frame in my it's in my head and it's on my calendar on my desk. So
Okay.
yeah,
I
so
mean,
there is
when
a
I say you
time
don't want to get
frame.
trapped, I mean, it's good to have the mentality. It's good to do good because that's you, right? That shows your integrity. But you don't
I
want to
get
get
what you're saying.
you
You
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
get
get stuck
trapped
there.
in that because there's limits to it. Um, that's great that you're a good worker, but also, we talked about this last time. You kind of have to like scratch your way through some stuff sometimes.
Yeah, and so okay, I mean, how do I the short version is I disconnected, right? That doesn't mean that I'm not still discussing things and making moves, right? What I mean more is like I've disconnected from the idea of my direct supervisor.
Or just your day to day duties, I guess.
Well, I've disconnected from relying on a positive response from my supervisors.
Is it a girl?
It's both.
Both, really? Okay.
hmm
I've had both, and it's just different. I guess we say this topic for another day, right? But it's way different working for a direct supervisor who it's a female and the one that's a male. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know, just throw it out there. I mean, it's the truth, I'm not being,
Oh no, I totally agree. Totally agree.
not trying to raise any, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally where I'm at right now. It is what it
Part of
is. Keep
understanding.
your head down, do your
Yeah.
work, do good work
Oh,
because that's who you are.
I've been
And
there.
then I know it's gonna get better. Like I know it's
Yeah.
gonna be better. It's gonna get better. And I mean, I know it's not. This isn't forever. But at the moment, right now, it's like, mm, don't even think about. Don't expect a positive result because if I expect that, it's gonna make me negative. It's gonna make me upset.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
make me
yeah. Yeah.
frustrated.
Don't have Yeah, don't have expectations that are not realistic, I guess.
So Alex said, "So you are saying you are self motivated for sure? Hell yeah!
We try to be.
I mean, I kind of have to be because I have to like with some of my work is like I have to work with leadership to understand what their end result is, what they want to see, right? Like if it's on some sort of visual, because I'm a data analyst, right? So I have to show data some sort of way. And so a lot of the times I am having to reach out to people and work with others to get to that end result. And so it wouldn't, I don't think it wouldn't work if I didn't initiate a lot of talks, or if I didn't make the moves to get like I'd get to, what am I trying to say here? I'd get like I'd end up at a stopping point if I just didn't initiate a lot of these conversations with whoever is wanting a visual of some sort. So I have to. Well, I guess, is that self motivated? That wouldn't be self motivated, right? That's self. What is that? Where you initiate things on your own.
Proactive.
I guess, yeah. But what I mean, I guess, what is self motivated? I mean, I feel like I am, because I have to like motivate myself to do shit.
It's funny you say that because I felt like this is like a everywhere kind of thing. But for example, when I started a new role, it's really not like a guide of okay, this is what you have to do, hour by hour, day by day.
But wait, but there is.
Wait.
We talked about this. There is a reference point. There is 100% a reference point on what this looks like and what that looks like.
Yes, but what I mean, for example, like I said, my personal experience is this: nobody's telling me, for example, in my situation, exactly what I have to do hour by hour, day by day. That there isn't a guide of hour by hour, day by day kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's recommendations like, yeah, we should do this, you should do that, you should do this, right? Like it's good practice to do this, good practice to do that, have meetings, whatever it is, right? But it's really just left to your own device. Like you kind of have to figure it out. And I think that's not for everyone. Like that's one of those situations where like you swim or sink, and a lot of people just end up sinking. And I mean, it's
Yeah. But so I agree with all that, but there also is a reference point, like in let's say in your scenario, you're a manager or you're a supervisor of a store, right? Like there is a reference point of what a good supervisor looks like versus a bad supervisor.
yes,
Okay, so you can always reference the good one, and you can reference the bad one and say, well, maybe some of this is not
some
that
of that's
bad.
not working. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or what's not working, let me make it better, right? Okay, there's always a reference point. I'm in a position right now, unfortunately, where there is no reference point, or at least they're not showing it to me. So I'm going based off of what my job description was, and I'm doing more than that, right? So I'm doing more and better, and people are like recognizing
So
that
do you
shit.
have a detailed schedule, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, of exactly what you have to do?
No,
So again, we're running into the same situation where
no, because
you
that
when
what?
you when you're saying you're initiating a lot of these topics and a lot of these things, a lot of you're having to kind of figure that out,
Sure, yes, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yes,
right? It's not like okay, you clocked in now. Hour one, day one, you do this. Hour two, day one, you do this. Hour three, day three, you
yes,
do this. Right? It's
correct.
not like that. It's more
Not
of
at
a
all. Not at all.
you figure it out.
Yes,
And then I
yes,
find like a lot of the things, a lot of the situations. If I mean, can you imagine if you're not? Let's say you're not capable. You're just not. You're not there. You're not mature enough. You're not experienced enough. How do you figure that out? Um,
it has to come from your boss, right, to kind of
but
guide you.
in your situation, if you don't have that support, which I'm, I'm seeing, I'm kind of see that you don't feel like you do. If that's not there, you kind of in a shitty situation.
Yeah. No, for me more it's like I know it exists because I've seen it through other people. There is a reference point of what, like, so we have like different ranks, right? So like let's say rank one, two, three, four, five,
Yeah,
right? And let's say five is like your president, four is like your VP, three is like your director, two is like your managers, and one is like whatever, right? Or two is like your managers, and then like next level workers, let's call it, right? Because not everybody goes management, right? Okay, so
sure. Yeah,
let's say I'm at one. there is a reference point to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Like this
Yeah.
is what this looks like. This is what this looks like. So if you want to work towards president or VP or whatever, this is some qualities, or this is kind of what their
Okay.
job
So,
looks like. Okay,
but it's very vague, right? So, and the higher
yes,
you go, the more vague these qualities become,
yes,
right?
but there's a reference point. So you can say, "Oh, I've done all of this. I can do this," right? Not necessarily give me the position, but let me point it out to the higher ups that, hey, I've done this. Just keep it in mind. Look,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
can do this. Keep it in
You should
mind.
always have
This,
to do
keep it
that,
in mind.
anyways.
Okay, I don't have, and I haven't been shown. I know it exists because I've seen it elsewhere, right? But it's kind of different for different positions. I have, my boss hasn't showed me this reference point of what the next level looks like. So I'm over here doing more, doing better with no result.
Yeah.
And so I can't argue too much too. And this is also why I've disconnected, because I can't argue too much, because I
You
can't
don't want
say,
to
well,
seem
look,
argumentative.
well, not even that, but I can't right now say, well, look, I've met all these points and excelled in them. Why can't I move up? Right now, it's like there's nothing to compare to, there's nothing to base off of, right? It's
Yeah.
only my job description, which I'm doing and doing better and doing great at it.
Yeah, yeah.
But right now, the
So
argument would
they
be, oh,
just
you're just doing your job.
it's exactly. I was gonna say. So it's taken as you just doing your job. That's it.
Hmm.
You're doing what you're
Given
supposed to be
that,
doing. So
given
when
that,
we talked about kind of holding your development
yeah.
back.
So, but Alex said you don't rely on positive reinforcement. I don't. I for a while I wanted to, and I liked it. I mean, everybody enjoys positive reinforcement, but I,
Everybody's different, but yeah, I
there's
mean,
yeah, I got to
in
a point where
general,
no, I don't need it. I don't care for. I mean, I'm lying. I care for it, but I don't need it. I get my own. I get my own positive. I'm my own cheerleader. You know what I mean? I'm the first one to like my own shit, and I'm the fucking first one to say that that shit was amazing. You know what I mean? Like I don't need it. Like I can't think of something that I've done bad.
you
So
you gotta do it like that.
like, look, you have to be your own cheerleader, man, because nobody else is gonna cheer as much as you can cheer for yourself.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, there's a lot. There's a lot of things we can peel off of this topic. Um, but it's getting a little late.
yeah, I think everybody got to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but so I'll see you here this weekend,
Yes, sir.
Alex. You too. 6
Let's
6
go with
p.m.
let's go with 6. Yeah, yeah. Wait,
All right,
wait. I'm gonna try 4, but
we'll talk.
say 6ish.
All right, sounds
I'll
good.
give you a time range, like
I
4 to
love it.
6. Yeah.
I love it. All right, for everybody here, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us, even if you just listened in. Always make sure you head over to 2madkings.com. That's where you'll find all of our social media in the top left. There'll be a little like chat with us or talk to us box at the very bottom. You can leave an anonymous message if you want. We welcome feedback, good and bad. We're always trying to look to improve. And yeah,
Yeah, and if you didn't get to join us today and you catch a video later on or some parts of it or some of our shorts, don't forget, take that opportunity, go back and subscribe.
yes, sir. Thank you, everybody. See ya.
Deuce.